Welcome, Aquarians. Welcome to my YouTube channel, One Who Sees Tarot. This is a general reading for the month of September 2017 for those of us born in the sign of Aquarius. And as I have been sharing with all of the zodiac signs or members of the various families or various family members, I should really say, I see so many strong energies coming for all of us on the heels of this eclipse. Solar new moon is really pushing and really driving all of us toward changes and toward revolutionary changes, I would say. And so, Aquarians, we are no different. The spirit has already been invoked and the cards have been anointed and shuffled and cut according to the direction given to me by the spirit. And so, my wonderful Aquarians, if you'd be so kind as to grant me permission, I would like to begin your general reading for the month of September. Aquarians, the spirit is showing me where some of you are sitting in a place and you're looking back and you're saying you were happier before. You were happier before. And now, one of the reasons why you are experiencing a little bit of a lull in your emotions and even quite possibly your finances is because of a need for further spiritual and metaphysical practices, aesthetic practices. So what am I saying? I'm saying, Aquarians, particularly for you this month, it is important that you meditate, do your yoga, spend time in nature. If you are a person that believes in chanting or affirmations, or if you go to church or the synagogue, whatever your particular faith is, you need to get down into that faith because that's what's going to give you the strength to go forward. Aquarians, and the spirit is showing me that because the spirit says you feel kind of stuck, like I'm doing what I can do and things are just not breaking through as I want them to. And the spirit is showing me, though, you have a very, very strong constitution. Your mind is very, very strong, particularly during this new moon cycle for the next 6 months. Aquarians, your mind is strong. And when you apply your mind to something, you're not going to let go until you have perfected it, until you have brought it to pass. Very, very good, Aquarian family members. You are going to have to embrace some changes. Now, let me talk about those changes. I usually say structural change when I do the readings, and it's a broad term, but structural change it's really supposed to make you think about major changes. So structural changes has to do sometime with where you live, with whom you live, your diet, your physical makeup, whether you do more exercise or less, whether you lose weight or add weight. It's a structural change. It could be change in friendships, but it's a major change that's going to be required of you, particularly Aquarians, because I see another card in your spread indicating an end to a cycle, however, a beautiful beginning to a new cycle. Now, part of these changes that you're going to experience are going to create a reframing in the family structure. It certainly is going to happen. It is going to create a different perspective on relationships, particularly romantic relationships. You are being looked at favorably as far as, what I should say is people are listening to you and are open to what you have to say and what you bring to the table professionally. That's what I mean to say. And even though people have perhaps tried to be selfish in their accolades with you or about you, even in the way that they've tried not to support you possibly. But the spirit is showing me you are getting ready to get some money. You're getting ready to expand, Aquarians, and you're getting ready to get some money. Some money is coming to you from several different places, from several different ways money is coming to you. The spirit shows me, though, that part of it has to do with your patience. It's going to be some work. You are going to get some money, but it's not going to come the first day. and the entire perfection of your project is not going to come the first day. However, there is money coming. There is money that's being offered to you in 2 or 3 different ways. So this is very, very good. And the Spirit is showing me that you are going to have to do some things differently. So this is a time for you to get out, broaden your horizons. Whatever you're doing, Aquarians, broaden it. So add more dimensions to it. And there's your blessing. This is not a good time for long distance travel for Aquarians in general. This is not a good time for you to think about taking a vacation or flying out. In fact, this is really not a resting time for you. This is a busy time for you. Very, very busy. And you're looking at some major changes, as I shared a few moments ago. And I also want to share with you that some of those changes have to do with the way you're thinking. So some of you are going to have to do a metamorphosis in your mentality. Some of us Aquarian family members are going to have to broaden and change the way we think. We're going to have to see things from a different perspective. However, when we change the way we think and when we see things from a different perspective, the universe is going to bless us once again, as I said, with money from several different places, several different directions. There's money coming in. Some of you are being offered love. You are not even interested. Some of you are dealing with some masculine energies. Let me talk about those masculine energies for a second. Some of you are dealing with a masculine energy that is rather controlling, a masculine energy that is trying to be dominant. And what's happening is that there's a difference between a person making you feel secure and a person being controlling and dominant. That's like the extreme. So now they want to tell you when to go, where to go, with whom to go, what time to be back, that type of thing. And Aquarians, you're not really having it. That's not really something that we Aquarians actually embrace too comfortably. We enjoy our freedom. And so some of you are going to experience a change in relationships. Some of you are going to experience a change in You know what? In fact, some of you are going to be changing relationships. I don't see a change in relationships with friends, but I do see a change in like those romantic relationships. However, on the heels of those changes, there is great mental clarity coming for you, Aquarian family members. Those of us that have been looking for a job or looking for employment or promotion, well, it's coming. There is news of a job coming very, very soon. In fact, those of you that are involved in business as entrepreneurs, there is news of opportunity. There's going to be expansion of your business, expansion of your earning potential. The Spirit is showing me a card indicating that this is a good time for Aquarians to focus, first of all, on being who you really are. That's the first thing. The second thing is taking that genuine nature and that creative side and looking at what you can do with it over a period of time, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Put your plans in order. Put your plans on paper about what you want to accomplish in this cycle of time. As I said, the solar eclipse new moon cycle is supposed to last about 6 months. So I guess you can really get the most power from it in the next 3 months, which is about 8 weeks from now. So if you take 8 weeks and you think about where do I want to be in 8 weeks? What kind of things do I want to have implemented in my life? And Aquarians, it is a need for you to focus also on your diet. There's a need for balance in your diet. There's a need for balance in your schedule. So you need to think in terms of your sleeping time, your waking time, the time that you spend in recreation, the time that you spend with family members, the time that you might spend in meditation or worship in some type of a sanctuary type of thing. Whatever way you do, you're going to have to get a balance. So think about that as you're writing your goals for the next 8 weeks. Think about in what areas of your life, your personal life now, you'd like to see improvement. And once again, as I said earlier, embrace the changes, embrace the restructuring. It's going to be a blessing to you and to your life, Aquarian family members. Money is coming. guarantee money is coming, and that money has to do with working with others and working with the public. Aquarian family members, those of you that have heard some interesting stuff and would like to really would like to speak with me through the Spirit and would like to have a private reading, you'd like for me to invoke my spirit guide and tell you what the Spirit says specifically for you, reach out to me for a private reading. This is an excellent time, as I have shared with other zodiac sign family members. This is an excellent time for all of us to reach out and get some type of metaphysical, aesthetic, spiritual counseling. Whether you come to me for a reading or whether you go to somebody else or whether you go to an astrologer or a numerologist, whatever you like and whatever appeals to you, this is the time to really get aligned with the energies in the universe as they relate to you Aquarian family members. So once again, if you'd like to book a private reading with yours truly, please reach out to me at onewhosees4you@yahoo.com. That's onewhosees4you@yahoo.com. Bless you, Aquarians. Looking forward to hearing from you. Let's get those private readings booked. Thank you.